Yo, g'day guys. It's Snag there. G'day guys. Welcome back to others videos. Have I got a doozy for yous guys? You know what the description is. It's down the bottom. You're lucky it's not another poker machine like everyone else is whinging. I've got the Italian safety how it is out. I can get my glasses ready. The Italian safety how it is out. Okay, but everybody's impressed with that other power supply what I was waffling on about. But here's another one I'm going to talk about. Before I waffle on, there's my sponsored cup. I actually cleaned it up. All right, there's my new bottle. There is the new bottle. It just started, you know. So I'm opening it up, not corking it. Okay, pouring the yum cha in. There it is there, guys. Cheers who drink with me. Cheers, guys. All right. By having my yum cha, I'm ready to talk shit. All right. I'm revealing it. This one here, I've got a machine over there. It's called Bump and Jump. It's done by Data East, but it was licensed for you guys in America for Midway back in the day. All right. And what year is this piece of shit? There's no year on it. I don't know. I can't work out the year. I put it down the bottom of the description. And this guy imported these in, and he gave it to another guy to fix. He had no clue how to rewire it all up. Plus, it had few issues. This game, you know what I mean? Basically, you know, my videos aren't prepared. I just walked over. What happened? One of the plugs was burnt out. Basically, over here. Basically, over here, that's one of the plugs that burn out because you can sort of see what happens to it inside, basically. So there's a good open cut, what happens. So by doing that, you're getting resistance building up on the corner. So this particular power supply, go and play the Toto version. Okay, that's a 1980s switch mode power supply the Japanese had. The American stuff was still in linear. They were running a linear power supply still. You know, look at the Japanese. This is a bit more later. Okay, I didn't do my homework on this, what year this thing is. Okay, but the catch is, 82. There's the diagram. See, 82. Okay, so this is 82. This is 2 years later. Okay, than the Toto one. So I thought I'll explain to you basically how I've done this and what I do with this. It's got three voltages. I'll show you the circuit. First of all, what I've done was, yeah, man, you got to change the caps, man. You got to change the caps and all this other bullshit. All right. These ones here, these are pretty shit. These I've got these on the stock and torque boards and all the Midway stuff. These are shit. Okay, they do fuck up. These are 470 470s. They dropped down to about 380s and 360. They fell down. These are pruned. If you see these guys, just change them. Don't ask questions. Because I got a stock and torque board, like I said, out of my Centaur, and the A-Board Deluxe uses it as well, and a few like that era Midway stuff. So I changed the two caps there, which I've had. These are axles of that. But these big boys, oh yeah. I got my alligator clip, and I clipped in here because, you know, these are 40,000s. Okay, these are 25,000 and 40,000. I'll swap them over to see what happens, but I'm going to put them back together. So I took the bra off, and I'm going to put them back again. Because the reason was, oh, hang on, a bit more to it. Here, I'll show you what it looks like here. There it is there. All right, that plug up the top is the outputs. That one down the bottom is your AC voltages going in, which are going for all the bridge rectifier, all the diodes there to do the rectification halfways and all that. Basically, these are the trannies. Look, I can explain a bit more better to it. Three adjustment pots. You know, 5 volts. The minus, plus 5, 12, and minus 5. Okay, I'll show you that. All right, let's go back to the bottom board. It's pretty clean. Okay, I haven't done anything to it. Okay, it's a bit of a hot spot there. You can sort of see the hot spot there. Okay, it's pretty easy, basic board this is. Now the problem I've got with this guy's board, this one here, without a light, the 5 volts is good. The 12 volts is good. Okay, the -5 is good too. But the problem is, once you put the load on the 5 volts, it goes to 1.7 or something. It goes down to. I thought the board had a short, but without that, I put a dummy load on there on the input, and I saw my 5 volts had dropped down. My 12 volt didn't drop down. But here's how the basic circuitry is. Okay, I'm going to hold it there. See how I said to the AC comes in, basically coming in to that plug down the bottom here. See there? That's that AC. See how the diodes are? It's pretty, I had to print it in A3 because it's vision impaired, basically. It's easy to work on the bench. I don't have to look at everything, you know. So basically, this is your 12 volt section, okay, with the 2 big caps. There's a 40,000 and there's the 25,000. So the 25,000 is your 12 and your 40,000 is your 5 volts basically. So that's, you could Google that, what that amp, that's the amplifier to do, like it's like a regulator basically. So you do that, then you got your outputs coming in, basically straightforward. My 5 volts is here. It's similar circuitry, a little bit more crap on the front there, and that's it. There's that 470 on there, and there's a sense, this minus sense, that's your ground. So you got to make sure there's ground on there for the thing to work, basically. But my problem is the load, I'm putting a load on it and it's dropping. So I've got to go back around this section here and see if this is causing me grief. Basically that there. Where is it? Yeah, and there it is here. I had to Google it to explain what the circuitry is. There it is there. I had to Google it. As I said, I've never worked with this. I haven't seen it before. So I'll do a bit of researching on this basically. So point of these videos, I'm explaining to you guys, you know, it's only original once. I keep saying to myself, okay, the circuitry is pretty straightforward. Anyone can read this shit. It's not rocket. It's not hard, okay. And the lucky I found the circuit diagram of this, because this guy here, there it is here. This guy here, there it is there. There it is there. What happens was, this guy's on 110. For us guys in Australia, we run 240. It's like New Zealand, the UK at 220. Most of Asia does that. Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, they'll run that. Thailand's the same. You know, they're not 110. Like basically, all of Europe's on 220 and 230 around there. Okay, so what I did is I had to look inside in his box to see if I can modify the transformer in there to see if I could do the transformer tapping. If they got, because if you have a look, it's only 0, 105, 115 and 125. So a lot of them, like your pinball machines, they were designed for export all around the world. And there was, all you had to do is just change a couple of jumpers on there and el presto, your machine was converted to your country. So this guy can't, so I've got to put an oscillation transformer in there from 240 to 110, and I'm trying to work out how to tap it in. Because I'm the one working on this, I'm liable for anything happens. Okay, so back to this power supply, why I'm talking about this. The reason is, like I said, everybody, I've seen some other people selling some crappy switch mode power supply with some fucking wire harness coming out and all that. This is a good power supply. Trust me, it's a good power supply, you know what I mean? Easy, basic to work with, all right? Those power supplies that are all coming out of the Red Dragon, some are good, some are shit, basically. So if you want to keep your machine original, why don't you put the love in it, throw a couple of bucks in, and keep it going. You should see that Toto power supply that I finished off, basically. Mate, it looks fucking like $1 million. Okay, I've got those little stubby caps in there. The voltage is good now because that's got all the adjustments on there for the -12, the -5 and the +5 and all that. they've got the adjustments in there. Plus 12, okay. So now I've been adjusting the voltages for this Defender bloody board. Fuck, it's doing my head in. It's still doing. This is really gave it to me in the cool. I had the first one for the video, right in the cooler. I'm nearly there. It's those fucked up 4116 ramps. Because what happens with those, they're running 3 voltages to the bastard. You know, the 12, the -5, and you fucking +5. Not like every other board runs +5 and that's it. But fucking 3 voltages, it's not easy to, you know, to make them work because it keeps resetting on me. So I'm nearly there. I'm really there. But I thought I'll do this before I start fucking. I haven't washed it. This is how it is basically. So what I'll do is I'll keep probing away. But I thought when I was working on this yesterday, so I'll make a quick video to explain to you guys. But yeah, mate, when you see this type of job, this type, mate, just replace it, okay? Replace it. The header here, you can sort of see it's got a bit of carbon built up. I'll clean it up with my eraser. Okay, the rest is not bad, basically. It's not bad, you know what I mean? Don't get the sandpaper or the wet and dry or whatever crap. Just get an eraser, man. And just erase it. You got to take that little bit of the carbon built up off there, basically. That's all. But you can sort of see the these diodes. You can sort of see how much heat it's building up because they're all like that. But as I said to you, I'm going to put this cap back to where it was, and I'll work on that other section now because bloody meter doesn't do 40,000 and 20. These ones, they're too big. I can't measure them properly. So on my note, this is it. I'm going to find, as I said, I'm going to sign off. The old saying of mine is, you know, let's keep these old things going, man. You know, only original once, okay? Guys, I'm going to sign off. You know, the old saying of mine is pinball machines, video games, and Dr. Love. Guys, cheers for watching my videos. Cheers. Drop us a message. Oh, any questions? Here's my vision impaired sign in case you just want to drop a message. There it is there. All right, guys, cheers for watching.